Today, I want you to embrace a truth that has the power to shift your entire life. Act as if everything always works out for you. Because when you do, life begins to align in ways you never imagined. The way you speak, the way you think, and the way you feel are all signals to the universe. And those signals attract experiences that match them. Your thoughts are the most powerful tools you possess. Every single thought you think carries energy, and that energy shapes your experience of life. Most people underestimate the influence of their own mind. They believe that life happens to them, that circumstances dictate their happiness, that luck determines success. But the truth is this: the life responds to the hold consistently. What you think about, you bring about. If you plant seeds of fear and doubt, do not be surprised when your life reflects those very fears back to you. And yet, if you choose to plant seeds of faith, hope, and confidence, your life begins to blossom with possibilities you never imagined. Every thought is like a magnet. It either draws in what you desire or repels it away. If you wake up in the morning and think, "Today is going to be stressful," you start attracting situations, people, and events that confirm that belief. On the other hand, if you start your day by saying, "Everything always works out for me," you shift your vibration. Suddenly, the same world feels different because you are different. The energy you radiate calls forth experiences that match your inner state. You might wonder, how can my thoughts have that much power? Consider this: your brain is like a broadcasting station. Every thought you send out is a frequency, and the universe responds to that frequency by sending you more of the same. When you worry constantly, you are tuning into the frequency of fear. When you affirm success, peace, and abundance, you are tuning into the frequency of well-being. The law is simple. What you focus on expands. Think about the times you have expected something to go wrong. Did you notice how easily one problem led to another? That wasn't coincidence. That was the law of attraction at work. Your attention on the negative created a momentum that kept attracting more negativity. But the same law works for the positive. When you expect things to work out, they do. It may not always happen the way you planned, but it will happen in a way that serves your highest good. Your thoughts don't just shape your mood, they shape your entire reality. They influence the decisions you make, the actions you take, and the opportunities you notice. Two people can look at the same situation. One sees a dead end, the other sees an opening. The difference is not the situation itself, it is the mindset through which it is viewed. Your mind creates meaning, and that meaning becomes your experience. If you believe life is hard, it will show up as hard. If you believe life supports you, it will show up as supportive. It is not about ignoring reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. It is about choosing a perspective that empowers you. When something goes wrong, you can either say, "This always happens to me," or you can say, "This is temporary. Something better is on its way." The words you choose are like seeds. Plant enough negative seeds, and your life becomes a garden of weeds. Plant positive seeds, and your life becomes a beautiful field of blessings. The good news is you have the power to change your thoughts at any moment. You can choose again. You can decide to stop telling the old story of struggle and start telling a new story of possibility. You can train your mind to focus on what you want rather than what you fear. It starts with awareness, catching yourself when you slip into negative thinking and gently guiding your mind back to hope, back to faith, back to trust. You might not see the results instantly, but just like planting a seed in the soil, you don't see the sprout immediately. That doesn't mean nothing is happening. Beneath the surface, roots are forming. Your new thoughts are taking shape, creating new patterns in your mind and new circumstances in your life. Be patient with yourself. Be consistent. The more you practice thinking positive, empowering thoughts, the more natural it becomes. Remember this: your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. If you want to change what you see outside, begin by changing what you believe inside. Speak words that uplift you. Imagine outcomes that delight you. Expect good things to happen, and they will. Every great achievement began as a thought. Every joyful life was created in the mind before it appeared in reality. You are the author of your story. You are the painter of your canvas. Your thoughts are the colors you choose. So choose wisely. Fill your mind with beauty, love, and certainty that life is working in your favor. When you master your thoughts, you master your reality. And when you act as if everything always works out, you invite miracles to unfold in your life with ease and grace. Everything in this universe is energy, and so are you. From the chair you are sitting on to the thoughts moving through your mind, everything vibrates at a certain frequency. This means your entire life is influenced by the vibration you hold in your body and mind. When we say energy responds to your vibration, it means the state you live in, your feelings, your emotions, creates a signal. That signal goes out into the world and attracts back experiences that match it. When you are filled with worry, fear, or doubt, you are sending out a low vibration. It's like tuning into a sad song on the radio. No matter how much you want to hear a happy tune, as long as you stay on that station, you will only hear sad songs. Life works the same way. If you remain in a state of stress or lack, you will attract more situations that make you feel stressed or lacking. It is not a punishment. It is simply the law of energy, like attracts like. Now imagine shifting your vibration to one of gratitude, joy, and trust. Suddenly, the signal you are sending is different. You are tuning into a new station, the frequency of abundance, peace, and ease. What happens then? Life begins to reflect that back to you. Opportunities come out of nowhere. People who can help you appear at the right time. Circumstances rearrange in your favor. Nothing outside you changed first. Your vibration changed and everything else followed. You may think, how can my feelings influence reality? The answer lies in the fact that your feelings are energy in motion. Emotions carry a measurable frequency. Joy, love, and gratitude are high-frequency states. Fear, anger, and resentment are low-frequency states. When you live in high-frequency states, your body, your words, your actions align with positive outcomes. You speak differently, you move differently, and you attract differently because you are radiating a magnetic energy that draws good toward you. Acting as if everything always works out is one of the simplest ways to raise your vibration. It's not about pretending or being fake. It's about aligning yourself with the energy of faith and certainty. When you act as if things are working in your favor, you relax. You smile more. You speak kindly to yourself. And these small changes shift your energy in powerful ways. Life responds because life mirrors the energy you project. Have you ever noticed that when you wake up feeling frustrated, the whole day seems to spiral downward? The traffic feels worse. People seem more irritating. One small problem leads to another. That's not coincidence, it's resonance. Your vibration in the morning set the tone for the experiences that followed. Now think about the days you wake up feeling good, when you feel thankful and calm. Everything seems to flow. You meet helpful people, things fall into place. And even small surprises delight you. The difference wasn't luck, it was your energy. The beauty of understanding this is that you have the power to choose your vibration in any moment. You are not stuck in negativity unless you decide to stay there. You can shift by focusing on something that makes you smile, by taking a deep breath and releasing tension by speaking words of hope instead of fear. Every choice moves your energy up or down the scale. The more often you choose joy, gratitude, and trust, the more you live on a frequency that calls forth good things. This is why it's so important to guard your thoughts and feelings. If you allow yourself to dwell on everything that's wrong, you lower your vibration. If you feed your mind with positive ideas, uplifting music, and thoughts of what's possible, you raise it. Your vibration is like a signal to the universe saying, "Send me more of this." Make sure the signal you are sending is what you truly want. When you radiate peace, you attract peaceful experiences. When you radiate love, you draw loving relationships. When you radiate abundance, opportunities to prosper find you. This isn't magic. It's alignment. The outer world always reflects the inner world. That's why changing your vibration is the fastest way to change your life. So the question is, what are you broadcasting right now? Is it fear or faith? Is it lack or abundance? You can always choose again. You can shift in this very moment by saying to yourself, "I am safe. I am supported. Everything is working out for me." Feel those words. Let them calm your body and lift your spirit. As you do, your vibration rises, and life begins to respond in ways that will amaze you. Because the truth is, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Become the energy of what you desire, and the world will have no choice but to reflect it back to you. That is the power of vibration, and it is available to you right now. Most of us are conditioned to think about what could go wrong. From the time we are young, we hear warnings, doubts, and fears repeated over and over. Be careful. What if it doesn't work out? Don't get your hopes up. Over time, this way of thinking becomes automatic. We begin to expect disappointment before it even arrives. We live in anticipation of failure rather than in expectation of success. And the truth is, whatever you consistently expect, you tend to experience, because your mind and energy shape your reality. Every time you ask, "What if it goes wrong?" you create fear in your mind. That fear changes your energy, your decisions, and your actions. You play small because you are afraid to fail. You hesitate because you're not sure you can handle the outcome. And without realizing it, you attract situations that reflect the very fear you were focused on. Not because life is against you, but because your thoughts set the tone for your reality. Now imagine what would happen if you replaced that question with a new one. What if it goes right? Immediately, something shifts inside you. Your body relaxes. Your breath deepens. You feel lighter because hope has replaced fear. Suddenly, your mind starts finding possibilities instead of problems. The energy of expectation begins to work in your favor. This simple shift in perspective has the power to transform your life. When you ask, "What if it goes right?" you open the door to new opportunities. You start attracting different experiences because you're tuned to a higher frequency. Fear closes doors, but faith opens them. When you believe something good can happen, you act with confidence. You speak differently, you move differently, and the world responds differently to you. People can feel your energy. Circumstances bend to your belief. Everything starts to align with the vibration of trust. Think about a time when you were afraid to take a step. Maybe start a business, pursue a relationship, or try something new. You imagined every possible failure. That fear didn't protect you. It paralyzed you. It stopped you from moving forward. Now think about a time when you believed in yourself and decided to try anyway. How much lighter did you feel? How many unexpected blessings came because you dared to trust? This is the difference between living in "what if it goes wrong" and living in "what if it goes right." The truth is, Most of the things you worry about never happen. How many sleepless nights have you spent over something that turned out fine? Fear is a thief. It robs you of peace today and creates stress about a future that hasn't even arrived. But when you choose faith, you reclaim your power. You remember that life is not here to hurt you. It is here to support you. Everything you desire is on the other side of trust. So how do you make this shift? Start by listening to your thoughts. The next time you hear yourself asking, "What if this goes wrong?" Stop, breathe. Then ask, "What if it goes right?" Feel the difference in your body. One question creates tension, the other creates expansion. One limits you, the other frees you. Practice this every day until it becomes your new habit. Also, begin to speak as if things are already working in your favor. Use words that affirm success. Everything is unfolding perfectly. I trust the process of life. Good things are coming to me. These words aren't just empty phrases. They are powerful instructions to your mind. They shift your focus from fear to faith. They help you expect the best instead of fearing the worst. Life is always responding to your energy. When you radiate fear, you draw more reasons to be afraid. When you radiate trust, you draw reasons to feel safe. The energy you send out is the energy that returns to you. So send out faith, send out hope, send out joy, and watch as life mirrors it back to you in ways you never imagined. You have spent enough time wondering what could go wrong. That thinking has only created stress and delay. Now it is time to create something new. It is time to step into a mindset of possibility. Imagine everything working out for you. Imagine doors opening, solutions appearing, and life surprising you with ease. Feel that reality in your mind before it happens. And it will begin to happen, because here is the truth: what you expect, you attract. So start expecting the best. Start asking the question that empowers you, the question that sets your spirit free. What if it goes right? Let that question guide your thoughts, your choices, and your energy every single day. When you do, you'll see that life was never against you. It was waiting for you to trust it. The words you speak are more powerful than you realize. Every word carries energy, and that energy shapes your reality. Many people wonder why they feel stuck, why life seems to resist them. And often the answer is in the language they use every single day. Words are like seeds planted in the garden of your subconscious mind. What you say repeatedly becomes you believe, and what you believe becomes what you live. When you speak words of fear, doubt, and limitation, you are watering weeds. But when you speak words of faith, abundance, and peace, you are watering the flowers of success. Every time you say, "Nothing ever works out for me," you are reinforcing a belief that keeps you trapped. When you complain, when you declare how hard life is, when you repeat negative statements, you are programming your mind to expect struggle. And because the mind always works to confirm what it believes, you end up attracting experiences that match your words. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Not because life is cruel, but because your language set the tone for your life. Now imagine what would happen if you began to speak differently. If instead of saying, "I can't do this," you said, "I am learning and growing every day." If instead of saying, "Money is hard to come by," you said, "Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways." If instead of saying, "People always hurt me," you said, "I attract relationships that are loving and kind." Can you feel the difference? One set of words keeps you stuck in fear and lack. The other opens the door to faith and abundance. Your words are commands to your subconscious mind. They tell it what to look for, what to create, and what to accept as truth. This is why affirmations are so powerful. When you repeat positive statements with feeling and conviction, you are reprogramming your inner world. You are pulling out the weeds of doubt and planting seeds of success. But it requires consistency. You can't speak negatively all day and then expect one positive sentence to change everything. You must make speaking success and peace your daily habit. Start by paying attention to the language you use most often. Do you say things like, "I'm broke," "I'm tired," or "I'm unlucky"? Every time you say, "I am," you are creating your reality. So choose what follows those words carefully. Replace "I'm broke" with "I am financially blessed." Replace "I'm tired" with "I am full of energy and vitality." Replace "I'm unlucky" with "everything always works out in my favor." Speak these words even before they feel true, because that is how you make them true. Some people believe that speaking positive words is pointless if their circumstances haven't changed. But that's a misunderstanding. Your words are not just describing your reality, they are shaping it. When you speak as if things are already good, you align your energy with that reality. You begin to feel differently, act differently, and attract differently. Life responds to that shift. You might face situations that tempt you to speak negatively, but that is when your power matters most. When things go wrong, you can choose to say, "I trust that something better is coming." When money is tight, you can choose to say, "I am open to receiving wealth in many ways." These words are not lies, they are declarations of the reality you are choosing to create. And the more you speak them, the more natural they become. Words can also bring peace. In a world full of chaos, it's easy to echo the noise around you, to speak fear and anger like everyone else. But you have another choice. You can speak calm into your own life. You can say, "I am safe. All is well. Life supports me." These simple phrases carry power. They soothe your nervous system, raise your vibration, and create an atmosphere of peace within you. And when peace lives inside you, it begins to show up outside you. If you want success, speak like someone who is successful. Talk about possibilities, not problems. Speak with gratitude for what you have and faith for what is coming. If you want love, speak words of love. If you want health, speak words of vitality. Stop speaking about what you fear and start speaking about what you desire. Remember, you are always affirming something with your words. You are either affirming lack or abundance, failure or success, stress or peace. Make sure the language you use is aligned with the life you want to create. Because words spoken with belief and intention are creative forces. They build your future one sentence at a time. So from this moment on, let your words be blessings. Let them carry the energy of success, the calm of peace, and the certainty that life is working for you. Speak it, feel it, believe it, and watch it become your reality. Letting go and allowing is one of the most powerful principles for living a peaceful and abundant life. Yet it is often the hardest for people to practice. We are taught from an early age that if we want something, we have to chase it, fight for it, and hold on to it tightly. We believe that control equals security, and that if we can manage every detail, everything will turn out the way we want. But the truth is, the more you try to control, the more resistance you create. The more you cling, the more life feels heavy. True freedom and manifestation come not from grasping, but from releasing. When you let go, you make room for miracles. Letting go does not mean giving up. It does not mean you stop caring or abandon your dreams. It means you stop forcing outcomes and start trusting the process of life. It means you do your part, take inspired action, stay open, and then release the need to know how or when it will happen. This is where so many people struggle. They want to dictate the timing, the path, and every detail, but life does not work that way. Life is intelligent. It has a rhythm and flow that is far greater than your limited perspective. When you let go and allow, you align with that flow. You stop pushing against the current and instead let current carry you to where you are meant to be. Think of a clenched fist holding onto something tightly. When your hand is closed, nothing new can enter. But when you open your hand, suddenly there is space. This is how life works. When you cling to an old story, an old belief, an old relationship, you have no space for the new. The very thing you are asking for cannot come because you are too attached to what is leaving. Letting go creates space for better things to arrive. So why is it so hard to let go? Fear of the unknown, fear of losing control, fear that if you don't hold on, everything will fall apart. But here is the truth. Holding on does not guarantee safety. It only guarantees stress. It keeps you in a constant state of tension because you are fighting against the natural unfolding of life. Trust is the antidote. When you trust that life supports you, when you believe that everything is working out for your highest good, letting go becomes easier. You begin to understand that you do not need to force what is already yours. What is meant for you will not miss you. Letting go also means releasing the timeline. We live in a world that glorifies speed. We want instant results, instant answers, instant success. But some things take time because you are being prepared for what you asked for. Sometimes the delay is not deniement. Life is arranging people, circumstances, and opportunities behind the scenes in ways you cannot see. Your job is not to micromanage the universe. Your job is to hold the vision, take steps when guided, and then allow things to unfold naturally. When you let go, you move from anxiety to peace. You stop asking, when will it happen? And start saying, I trust it's on its way. You stop worrying about how things will work out and start affirming, life is always working for me. These statements shift your energy. They take you from resistance to receptivity. And when you are receptive, blessings flow to you with ease. One of the most beautiful things about letting go is that it brings clarity. When you are consumed by control, your vision narrows. You can only see one path, one way, one outcome. But when you release, you open yourself to infinite possibilities. The solution you were searching for might arrive in a way you never imagined. The opportunity you've been waiting for might show up unexpectedly. This is the magic of surrender. So how do you practice letting go? Begin by checking in with yourself. Notice where you feel tense, where you are trying to force things. Ask yourself, am I acting from trust or from fear? If it's fear, take a breath and remind yourself, I don't need to control this. I allow life to unfold for my highest good. Repeat this until your body softens and your mind feels lighter. Each time you feel the urge to control, come back to this practice. Letting go is a daily choice. It's choosing to release the old story. It's choosing to forgive the past. It's choosing to stop chasing and start allowing. The more you practice, the more you will experience the peace that comes from trust. You will begin to see that life flows more smoothly when you stop resisting. Things that once felt difficult will start falling into place. What seemed impossible will become effortless. Because the truth is, you are never alone. There is a greater wisdom guiding you, orchestrating everything in perfect timing. Your only job is to relax, trust, and stay open. So from this moment forward, choose to let go. Choose to allow. Choose to believe that everything you desire is already on its way to you. And as you do, watch how beautifully life responds. So many people postpone their happiness. They tell themselves, I'll be happy when I get the job, when I meet the right person, when I make more money. When everything falls into place, they push joy into the future, believing it is something to be earned or achieved. But joy is not something you wait for. It's something you choose. It's not a reward at the end of the journey. It's the fuel that carries you through the journey. When you decide to live in joy today, regardless of your circumstances, you open the door to abundance and peace. Joy is a state of being, not a result of perfection. Life will never be completely free of challenges. There will always be something unfinished, something uncertain, something that could be better. If you wait for everything to be perfect, you will spend your entire life waiting. The truth is, joy is available to you right now, in this very moment. It's in the breath you are taking, in the sunlight coming through the window, in the small blessings you overlook every day. When you shift your focus from what's missing to what's present, you find countless reasons to smile. Living in joy today is not about denying reality or pretending problems don't exist. It's about choosing where you place your attention. You can stare at what's wrong, or you can notice what's right. You can dwell on what's lacking, or you can appreciate what's already here. Gratitude is the gateway to joy. When you take time to say thank you for the little things, your energy changes. You feel lighter, calmer, and more hopeful. And the more grateful you are, the more life gives you to be grateful for. Some people believe they can't feel joy because of their current situation, but the truth is, your situation doesn't create your joy. Your perspective does. Two people can live in the same conditions and have completely different experiences. One sees only problems, the other sees opportunities. One focuses on limitations, the other focuses on possibilities. The difference isn't in the circumstances, it's in the mindset. You always have the power to choose how you see things, and that choice determines how you feel. Joy also multiplies when you live in the present moment. Most of our stress comes from living in the past or worrying about the future. We replay old mistakes, regret decisions, or fear what might happen next. But joy lives here and now. It's in the laughter you share with a friend, the taste of your favorite meal, the sound of music that lifts your spirit. When you slow down and fully experience the moment, you reconnect with the essence of life. You realize that even if everything isn't perfect, there is beauty right where you are. When you choose joy today, you also raise your vibration. Joy is one of the highest frequencies you can emit, and it attracts more reasons to feel joyful. Opportunities appear, relationships improve, and challenges become easier to handle. This is not a coincidence, it's alignment. The energy you radiate shapes the experiences you attract. When you live in joy, you become a magnet for more good. So how do you live in joy when life feels heavy? Start small. Find one thing to appreciate right now. Maybe it's your health, your home, the ability to read these words, or simply the gift of being alive. Speak gratitude out loud. Say, thank you for this moment. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for the good that is on its way. As you do this, your mind shifts from what's wrong to what's right, and joy begins to rise. You can also create moments of joy intentionally. Listen to music that makes you smile. Spend time in nature. Call someone who lifts your spirit. Do something kind for yourself or for someone else. Joy grows when it's shared, so give it freely. The more you focus on creating small moments of happiness, the more those moments add up to a joyful life. Living in joy today is the most powerful choice you can make because it changes how you experience everything else. When you are joyful, challenges feel lighter, solutions come easier, and life flows more smoothly. Joy doesn't remove obstacles, but it gives you the strength and clarity to overcome them. It turns waiting into gratitude and uncertainty into trust. You do not have to wait for the perfect day to be happy. You can decide right now, I choose joy. I choose peace. I choose to appreciate this moment. Say it often. Feel it deeply. Let it become your truth. Because when you live in joy today, you create a future filled with even more reasons to smile.